funny, I perform all the time, and sometimes I get in these smaller settings and I get these jitters. And I find it interesting. It's what I call a happy nervous. Again, thank you so much, Meg. I appreciate it so very much. Again, like you said, my name is Ian Holmes. I'm from Allentown, Pennsylvania. I was born and raised here in the area. And I do a lot of work now between here and LA. Some of you may have heard of some different artists like the Black Eyed Peas. They're a really famous group, but I'm doing some work now with Taboo, who is doing his new project, and Spanish and English. I've done American Idol, some other things as well. People ask, well, why don't you move to LA and why don't you do that? I was like, well, I become tangible evidence to all of the students that are at the community music school, but the people in the Lehigh Valley area. I become tangible evidence to them that yes, I can, yes, I will, and yes, I am. And those are my reasons for staying. Because sometimes, depending on where you're from, it's a big city, you feel like you can get lost. Sometimes you feel like it's a small city, but it's not big enough, like I don't have enough chances. And being that I've received all these blessings, I really appreciate it. I like to make sure that the students know that they can do it too. Whatever profession it is that they decide to go into, I like to be sure that I'm there to help them understand that yes, I can, yes, I will, and yes, I am. So without further ado, I would like to introduce to you Fusion. Then you guys can situate this like that. We're going to be doing a series of songs. The first song is called Say, and I get to do the solo for this one tonight. And the next one, that's by John Mayer from the movie The Bucket List. The next song that we'll do is called I Hope You Dance by Leanne Womack. It's a country single. She does. It's a beautiful song, just a testament to, that was for her child to say, no matter what comes along, seize every day, seize the moment, carpe diem. You can do it, seize the moment now. And the third song will be Blackbird. Many of you are familiar with the Beatles. We have a rendition from Across the Universe, and we're going to be doing that song tonight. I'll explain a little bit more in detail about those songs in between. And the final song we're doing is a surprise, and I'll explain that one to you as well. Yeah, so I'll introduce each of them as we go through. We have one more member that's on their way, so I let them know once they get here. They'll wait till the song is finished, and then I will introduce them as well. So thank you again. We appreciate it. This again is Fusion. what kind of reports you hear, no matter when things would happen, and making sure you also let other people know that you care for them, that you're thinking about them. I have some friends, and sometimes what I'll do is, I know it's late in the middle of the night, but at that moment, I'm thinking about them. And in our day and age, you can just send a text, just thinking of you. Not necessarily anything else. Can we say what we need to say? This song, we'd like to dedicate, it's called I Hope You Dance, to Joe and Diane Mascari. Are they here? One of them is here. Yes, there it is. It's from Carolyn Clark. Yes, come on. Thank you. From what I understand, okay, I know this is the first time I'm getting a chance to actually officially know who you are, but great people, and Carolyn wanted to say thank you again, and as well to Meg, and we really appreciate this being here. So this song, I Hope You Dance, is going to be performed by Fusion with the lead singer, Laurie O'Neill, and we wanted to dedicate this to both you and your wife.
Ring
as you can see, as much of it, as I appreciate, the way they sound, I'm amazed that they're in my class. And I count it an honor and a privilege to be a part of their lives and to see them succeed. At this time, I would like to introduce the group, and then we'll introduce the next song. As I mentioned, the soloist that you heard was Laurie O'Neill. Laurie O'Neill. So, she's we have next to her, Sasha Long. I'm going to introduce her in a minute. She'll be singing. We also have Crystal Hall. And we have our morning blossom, our evening blossom, as you saw her come in. This is Michelle, and Michelle Diaz. Or, did I get it right? Right? Sometimes I get these I told her, don't worry, you'll make it. Everything will be fine. If you don't make it tonight, you can sing with us again. This is not the first time. It's not the only time. So I told her when she comes in, she can come up with us. We really appreciate it. Glad you're here. Glad you're able to come. The next song is called Blackbird. In 1968, if I have the date correct, let's say the late 60s, Paul McCartney wrote a song called Blackbird. Bird is the slang term in Britain for England for woman. Black is, of course, the color of the color. And he was speaking to the black woman in those days, if you will, because of the tensions that were happening in the late 60s in the United States. He was in Scotland when he wrote the song, but during those days the Beatles were pretty big, as they are today. And so what they decided to do was just have, whenever one wrote, they just attributed it to all. But he is the one who actually wrote this song. It's a beautiful song. I like to take songs that are written for guitar and play them on the piano, just because it's a little bit different. I'm an artist, and we sometimes think we have those liberties. So hopefully you will enjoy what you hear. But this song will be performed by Sadie Reichsbuck. And she'll be singing Blackbird. We are doing the version that you can hear if you look it up by Across the Universe.
Take these broken wings and fly.
them as an artist to be the complete artist. And one of the things that we have is writers in our group. Laurie O'Neill is a writer as well. Sadie Reichgott, she is a writer, but sometimes she likes to hide it from me, but I know she writes some stuff now. And it's really cool. But we also have Michelle Diaz, she's a writer. And so I like to encourage those different things, and when we can, we like to perform those songs. This song is written by Crystal Hall. It's called Hopeless Romantic. Now I will let you know, it is a beautiful song, but it is kind of sad. So just like what you're going to hear, I like the contrast. As we had the chance to arrange. She had written the words and she had the tune, and she said, "I don't really know if this is good or anything like that." And I said, let's check it out first. Knowing these students, because of the excellence that passes through this area, and specifically the community music school, I said, I bet you this is going to be a good song. And this, by Crystal Hall, is Hopeless Romantic. Being here has been a privilege for us, and we hope that you enjoyed everything you heard. And well, look out for us. We are Fusion. Thank you. Have a good night.
On behalf of the Upper Lehigh Lions Club, we're going to be giving a very lovely donation to the community music school that we'll send on our way. For the meantime, for something, I don't know how many cars you came in tonight, but But there's a little something that we could share, distribute and enjoy. And or if you get back to the school and you have a chance for a couple of minutes, please do so. I want to say thank you again. It's very nice meeting you. The girls wish you a lot of good luck.